Uh-oh, we got
What
content.
Ray Gibbs?
Camp Capone
Yo, ping
speaking
Ray in
on
here, bro.
Crip Mac walking out the interview
It's Ray
because he didn't
Gibbs
like the question.
TV.
What? Let's get to the content.
It's Ray Gibbs TV.
In the block.
You know what I'm saying? They like what you do, and you know what I'm saying, or maybe you get a really good deal on an interview. You know, that happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? People give me good deals because they with me. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you're looking at like, you're not getting like no Charleston White interview for free. You're not getting any of these dudes like a J Main. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They're just not doing it, man. Because you know what I'm saying? You think about it, like really, what's their, you know, you gotta like, at this point, they're not really. They're more of like a personality than they are like a rapper. Like I think, you know, free interviews were more for like rappers who were trying to promote something or were trying to promote their career. You know, now it's like, you know, like if you tune on like CNN and you see a commentator, like they're getting paid. You know what I'm saying? They're not there for free. Now they might have some guests that they might bring on every blue moon, and they don't get paid. But anybody who's popular and they're with that network, like they're getting paid. So I think it's I mean, they don't really have like no incentive to do it for free. Like why would someone like J Man, who can produce thousands and thousands of dollars, you know what I'm saying, do an interview for free? It just doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't have a career, a rap career he's really promoting.
So we seen the situation with Marlon Wayans and Vlad. Has anybody priced themselves out with you as far as wanting to get paid?
Well, what do you mean by price themselves out?
Like they might have asked for too much money and you like, nah, I ain't giving you that shit. Like I want to interview you, but you ain't worth this. Like so Vlad, Marlon asked Vlad for a certain amount of money. Vlad said he wasn't worth it. And then he goes on Club Shay Shay and do like 3 million views in one day. So that means he would have been worth it to Vlad if Vlad had just paid him his rate. So pricing yourself out sometimes is asking for too much money, and the person, you just be like, no, I ain't paying you. Has anybody asked you for too much money and you thought they wasn't worth it?
Well, okay, so that's kind of a tricky question because I mean, the person might be worth it. They just might not be worth it on my channel. You know what I'm saying? So
Put them on blast. Come
nah,
on,
I don't
Ken.
want to put nobody
Come
on
on,
blast,
Ken.
bro.
This is 100 side. You gotta do something. Give them
No.
something.
Because
What's
I
going
still
on
work with these
YouTube?
people. I still work with some people, and I don't want to close the door on working with them in the future. So yeah, there's definitely times where I've turned down interviews because the price wasn't right. Yeah, not like no $40,000 though. I've never had anybody ask me for $40,000.
Hey Cam, I got a question for you. Like, I know they asked you, did you regret any interviews? Like with the interview with KPD, did you get any backlash, and did law enforcement reach out to you, like after the fact, like some of your interviews in the
I
court
can't
case?
hear. You're kind of breaking up. It's kind of breaking up. Is there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I say like they said, did you regret doing any interviews? But like, did you get any
It's
backlash
Ray
with the Keefe
Gibbs
D interview? And
TV.
did law enforcement reach out to you for like some of your interview footage or anything like that?
I didn't really get no backlash. Yeah, they reached out to me, man. A few years ago, I had a hard drive breakdown, and the Keefe D interview was on there. So, you know, you know what I'm
Good
saying?
one.
Like,
That's a good one.
That was a great question, Chuck.
Yo, Cam, this King Guap, man, off the 100 side, man. I got a question for you. Have you ever had any interviews that you did that you didn't put out?
yeah, I have probably a couple. I mean, nothing big though. I mean, I interviewed some dude out in Chicago when I went out to Chicago to do interviews, but I didn't put it out. I just didn't put it out because I just didn't think anybody would care to see the interview. You know,
Did that come from him being like unauthentic, or was it something that you
Disrespectful.
saw in that interview where you were like,
there was just like, we just didn't. Just didn't have anything really good to talk about. Like he had like some little like R. Kelly story that was pretty boring, and that was like, everything else was like, we talked about his life or whatever, and it was pretty boring. It was just, I was just like, I didn't even want to take the time to edit it and put it out. Like, nobody knew who this guy was. I did it for a friend. I did it as a favor.
So going off what they saying, have you ever, because I've had this happen to me, have you done an interview and the person call you and say, please don't put that footage out. I realize, I shouldn't have said that. Could you edit this, that, and the third? Because I got one with sticky fingers that I can't never release. It would just fuck the whole industry up.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's happened a few times. I mean, usually, I think the only one time I had it happen, where I was called to not put the whole interview out was one time with Orlando Brown. But other than that, like, it's usually just like, oh, can you cut these parts out of it? I shouldn't have said this, I shouldn't have said that, and I just cut it out.
So
How do you
speaking,
feel about that? Because I really don't like it, nigga. If you said it once, say it twice. That's how I feel. So I be obliging the people sometimes, but don't be no bitch after you said something. Don't be drunk when you say it and then realize you shouldn't have said that, or you might get punched in your mouth. How you feel
That's
about that?
why I never say anything controversial. I keep all my shit clean for that reason.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Yeah.
Hey Cam, why did J-Man threaten to walk out your interview? Because he was like, I guess wearing wires, he said.
I think he was just joking. Like, I told, when we got to talking, I during the interview, I told him, no, you're wearing a wire right now. Meaning the mic.
You ain't shit. Yo, Cam. Yo, you knew you was gonna offend me with.
You said you
Oh,
worn a
shit,
wire
y'all.
before. He
Oh
was like, no,
shit.
I haven't. Like,
Yo, Cam, was you just being an asshole? Was you just having a dizzy moment?
No, I was just joking around, man. J-Man as a comedian.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And
Damn.
so yeah, he threatened to walk out. It was just yeah. I don't think it was serious.
all right. So speaking of walking out, did Crip Mac walk out on you?
Yeah.
Can you
Crip
tell
Mac
us
walked
why?
out on me.
What happened there?
I think it initially started with me interviewing Charleston White. He was pretty mad at me when I interviewed Charleston White. He blocked me from everything, and maybe like a week later or something, he hit me back up. We talked. I thought we were cool. And then I don't know, maybe a week or two later, we went to do an interview, and I could just kind of tell the vibe was really off, man. And he complained about some of the questions that I asked him, but I didn't think they were like anything not normal. I mean, I think Dave Chappelle, I think he was getting some backlash for some gay jokes or something. So I asked him about that, and at the end, it's on the internet, so you can actually see, because I initially I didn't put it out of him walking out, but when I think he went on No Jumper and it did a whole bunch of views, so I just said fuck it here, I put the shit out of him walking out, and I'm really just asking him like some basic questions, and he just gets mad and leaves. So yeah. We never really, I don't think we ever really, talked about it in detail, but he blamed it on the questions I was asking him, and maybe he didn't like some of the questions. I mean, I don't know, but I know a few weeks before that he was really mad at me over interviewing Charleston White.
Hey, Cam, so far, what you think one of your worst interviews are? Or an interview that you may not really think was all that?
Like performance-wise on my side? Or you mean that just didn't come out?
That just didn't come out the way you wanted.
Man, that happens from time to time, man. Sometimes your vision of how good the interview could be.
You can't give us one?
Man, shit, man. Off the top of my head, what was the interview? I've did so many
All right,
interviews.
well, that one's a little tough for you. So what's been your favorite interview so far? What's been the one that you is most memorable for you? It's like, damn, that was a good one. I know you get tons of views, but for you, what has been your best, most favorite interview? You like, yeah, I did that.
I mean, I think maybe one of my favorite for sure is I interviewed Big Nas, Eminem's former bodyguard, and I did this like in 2019, and he had just like a bunch of wild stories of Eminem in it, like early career, like just wild things that happened, like tour fights and uh, death row approaching them on the airplane and following them out to Hawaii and like all this stuff, man. All these wild, crazy stories with Eminem early in his career, man. And that happened in 2019, so that's kind of why it's because it's early in me coming back and really like doing real interviews versus before. I used to just like catch dudes after they performed or something and just do quick interviews with them. But you know what I'm saying, this was like early in my career, and when I came back and did that. So yeah, that's probably that man, that interview I did with Orlando Brown in January was pretty dope, man. I did Little Reese's very first a real interview, his real sit down interview, get to know Reese interview, man. So Crip Mac, I was early on Crip Mac, right after No Jumper. Interviewed him. I interviewed Crip Mac not too long after. Went viral. It was crazy. So those are probably some of them. Yeah.
Hey, Cam, I got a question for you, Cam.
Oh, go ahead, Ghost.
Hey, Cam, this Ghost. I got a question for you. It's a two-part question, though. DJ, went on No Jumper, right? And he said you struck his channel about some type of content, right? So this is a two-part question, right? Okay. If you did strike his channel, do you let people react to your content on other channels? And if you do, how do you pick through the ones that you're gonna strike?
So the DJU situation, bro. I interviewed Little Reese, and DJU had said in an interview that Little Reese stole his bike when they were kids. So I asked Little Reese, about this, and Little Reese was like, "Yeah, I probably did it. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I probably did steal his bike." And so DJU. I'm getting ready to put this clip out, right? Like I got it as a short because it's really just like a 1 minute little quick story. We talk about it. There's not a lot to talk about. I'm getting ready to put this out. I look and DJU takes my clip, clips my logo out of it, puts his logo on it, makes it look like his video, and uploads it to his channel. And so I didn't even strike him at first. I messaged him, asked him to take it down. He gave me the impression he was going to take it down. He didn't say he was going to take it down. I got the impression. A couple hours later, it's still there. I messaged him again. Well, this time, he starts sending me like Instagram posts saying, well, other people have it up and other people have it posted. And I'm like, yeah, but I need you to take it down, bro. I'm getting ready to post this on my channel. And maybe in a few weeks or whatever, when the story's over, you can re-upload it if you want. I don't give a fuck. And he just fucking ignored me. So I waited a couple more hours. I messaged him again. This time, I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little bit more aggressive. Like, yo, take my shit down, bro. Like, you're stealing my content. Take my shit down. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I think he responded or something. Basically, he wasn't going to take it down. So, I mean, at that point, I really had no choice, bro. If you're not going to respect what I ask you to do with my content, well, then, and you're not going to take it down, then I really got no other choice, bro. Because I'm not about to fly around the world, you know what I'm saying, looking for anybody who fucking steals a piece of content from me. So, I mean, I gave him plenty of chances to not get a strike. You know what I'm saying? I approached him like a man. I approached him respectfully. The first time I messaged him, it was very respectful. You know what I'm saying? It was, so I don't know why he refused to take it down or thought that he had the right to just take it and, you know what I'm saying, not, it's just, I don't know, bro. But yeah, that's what happened.
Got you. So you don't mind people like reposting your content or reacting to your content as long as they do it respectable and don't cross certain boundaries?
Yeah. I mean, if people want to react to it, that's cool. I don't have a problem with reactions. There's a few channels out there that I allow to do shorts. Most of the time, I just ask them to put my channel in the headline, like you know what I'm saying, Cam Capone News in the headline, and we're usually pretty good. I'm usually good with it. You know. Yeah.
Hey, you and DJ, you been able to speak since then? Have y'all like kind of got on common ground since that situation?
Nope. Never talked to him since. I ain't got no issue with him either, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he does good work.
Nice. A-Rod. A-Rod, you in the building? A-Rod had a question for you.
Hey, Cam, this is Aaron. A quick
Hey,
question along the way, because you're fairly successful now on your podcasting venture. Along the way, though, there had to be that one interview that kind of gave you the explosion and the propulsion you needed to get to the next level with the podcast stuff. What would you say that podcast was? Who?
man. Interviews that really did a lot for me, man. Let me see. Well, Orlando Brown really did a lot, man. Crib Mac did a lot. Little Reese, them Little Reese interviews were crazy. They did a lot. The Big Nas interview really did a lot. Those are probably the main ones. A lot of Chicago stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like J Hood. J Hood did really good. Butter. I mean, Butter, man, when Butter first started doing interviews, that shit was crazy. So yeah, those are probably some names for sure.
Hey Cam, this is Ebony again. Had a quick question. Why don't you show your face in your interviews? I know other podcasters and they don't do it as well, but why don't you?
I mean, I don't have to. I can go in public and I don't have to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the only people that really are gonna really be paying attention to me are people who maybe met me in person. So I mean, it's doing good like this. If it's not
Ain't
broke,
broke,
why
don't
fix
fix
it?
it. Yeah.
I know that's right.
That's right.
Hey Cam, that goes to a question I got for you. So with the Orlando Brown interview, what made you show your face on that interview?
I didn't show my face on the Orlando Brown interview. Did I? I think at the end of one of the interviews, did he grab the camera or something and put the camera on me or something like that, maybe. But I never showed my face on our Orlando interview.
Drop a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about the content. Wack 100 got Cam Capone on Clubhouse. Exclusive interview, fire interview. What y'all think about Crib Mac walking out of the interview? Like, you gotta know he gonna ask some questions. You have to be ready for him. Or go ahead and let him know beforehand, hey, I don't want to talk about this, that, and the other, right? But other than that, man, keep that notification bell turned on. You don't want to miss out on no premium content. That boy Ray Gift gonna deliver what? And remember, hard work will pay off. Stay down until you come up. Apply yourself and be proactive. You feel me? But until next time, it's your boy Ray Gift and I'm gone. God bless. Peace.